What's up? YouTube. It's another night dive. It's a world of YouTube. It's a world of night dives. Let me make sure this is right. Looks like it's working. Hell yeah. What's up? I'm doing a challenge. This is I'm Jetthro. Hello, hi. Doing a challenge here. I've done a lot of these, I call them night dives. But essentially, I'm diving into my brain and just trying to figure out what's going on up there. I don't think anyone knows what's going on in anyone's brains, but I specifically have no idea what's going on in mine. So I do these to try and help. Just try and help sort through some of it. So I've had like sections where I've been pretty consistent about it and pretty on top of it, but I felt myself slipping recently, so I decided may as well start a challenge. May as well try a challenge. And today I am on day 6 of 100. So here we are, another night. I will be. This one will be shorter. I don't want it to be too long. I need rest. I don't know if you can hear it in my throat or in my voice or whatever. Kind of sick. I'm working through some shit too, and it's hard. It's difficult. But it's life. It is life. C'est la vie. That's life. So I'm going to have a quick moment of gratitude here. God. I always get surprised by these. I think about it during the day somewhat, but it's mostly just like I'm just grateful for the modern, like my quality of life is higher than a lot of people's now, but also definitely in the past. I just think about people who didn't have fucking toilets or running water. It's like, how? Man, I don't know. I don't know how they did it. Whatever. But I'm always kind of thrown off by this moment where I'm like, and I know it's coming too, because I do these moments of gratitude every night, but I'm like, I always forget about them. I think I've developed just like a somewhat of a good sense of like a baseline of like gratitude for like modern conveniences and like modern medicine and things like that. I think the thing that kind of shocks me or like, throws me for a loop is I feel like I always talk about that, which I guess isn't a problem, but like I want to talk about something else that I'm grateful for. Maybe I'll do that another night. I don't know. I really like every time I go on a run or every time I like fucking even just wash my hands or take a shower or just flush to anything like that, dude. I'm just like, man, my life is so fucking easy. Like really, it is easy, and I complain about my life all the time. Like my mind is constantly telling me I'm a victim of something, but geez, I'm not. I'm really not. Yeah. Yeah, there's that, I guess. That, I don't know, that feels right. Maybe I'll talk about some other different form of gratitude tomorrow if I think of something, but I'm going to do a quick little mantra to, like, I know what I'm doing now. God, man. I just think about where I was in March, and it's like And before that, but even before March, like March and before, it just, I mean, I'm 4-ish months, 5-ish months into a different way of thinking, and it is still difficult for me to, like, not be a victim. I recognize now more when my mind is saying, you know, negative things about me, or like when it's saying things that aren't true about me, or when it's just in victim mode. I recognize it a lot more now, and I can shut it down a lot quicker for the most part. Sometimes, a lot of times I still miss it, but I think about what I was like March and before, and I'm like, man, how did I get through anything? How did I, like, genuinely, like, how did I, like, make it through fucking life? Like, I just, like, my natural abilities in things were, like, carrying me a long fucking way. But I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. So anyway, I know, like, what I'm doing now, like, as I'm trying to train to run a marathon, and even further run 50 miles, and then even further run 100 miles. Like, that's not easy. That's not easy. And I know learning a language, like, I've given up on so many languages. It's because I just thought they would, like, come to me. It just would click, and I'd get it, and I'd be done with it. Like with music, that's what happened with music. I just naturally was playing guitar, and a lot of it clicked and made sense. And I just kept playing and just kept practicing and getting better. But I thought eventually that would happen with a language, but it hasn't happened with a language. So it's fucking hard. I gotta keep at it. I gotta keep doing it. I gotta keep going. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, sorry. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. I have to just keep going. In conclusion of that whole little section. Okay. I am gonna just be real quick here. The whole, like, thing about these dives, essentially, or these things, is it's like journaling. Because it, like, I've read in a couple places that, you know, people who are just happier, they journal in some form every night. And so I just want to talk about my day and, like, what was happening in my brain while I was experiencing some of those things that happened today. And, you know, maybe something will come from it. But I mean, so Phoebe woke up at 6, so I got up with her at 6. And that's fine. That, like, happens. That's fine. But I was watching her from, like, 6 to 8:30, 6 to 8:45 or so. And then I worked from 9 to or just south of 5 p.m. I worked pretty intensely from 9 to, like, 4:40-ish, 4:45. And then I did have about 40 minutes or so, maybe even less, maybe half an hour, where I was, like, kind of cleaning up the house. I was kind of dicking around. I was kind of, you know, just putzing around. But then I took Phoebe on a walk with Polly. And then, God, it's fucking hot here, by the way. And it only says it's like 90 degrees, but the humidity is intense. It's way more intense than I knew it was going to be humid. I knew it was going to be bad. But it kept saying it feels like it's 109, 110. I'm like, God, oof. So we went out. Me and my 2-year-old daughter and my dog went out at 5 o'clock or some shit like that. You know, when it's, like, pretty much peak. And yeah, we went on a walk. We were out for maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I came back fucking drenched in sweat, and I brought Gatorade for her, just to make sure she was okay. But even she drank the whole thing, and then even still she was sweaty, and it's hot. It's tough. But yeah, so we did that, and then from as soon as we got back until fucking like 8:30. It was almost 8:30. Oh yeah, it's about 8:30. When we were like feeding her and like bedtime routine and getting her down to sleep and all that kind of stuff. And then one more thing. So I went on a run, but the first mile I took Zelda with me. And so I looked at my clock. So she ran with me for a mile, and then I brought her back, and I got a drink of water real quick, and then I left again. I looked at my clock. It was 8:50. I was like, okay, so pretty much from 6 a.m. to 8:50 today, it was basically I was doing shit for other people, which I recognize like the title, and I recognize me building everything up to this point makes it seem like that's a bad thing. Like, oh man, from 6 a.m. to fucking 9 o'clock, I was doing shit, and it wasn't even for me, and I was just doing things for other people and other things. Because, I was watching Phoebe. I couldn't really, there's only, I'm limited with things I could do there. And then I had to work, all day. And then, I had to watch Phoebe again and take her outside, make sure she got a little playtime, and walk my dog, and then run my dog, and then, all this other, all that shit. And all the while I'm sick. Not feeling well, and all this stupid shit, but like that is like just life is like doing that kind of stuff, especially with a kid, and especially with pets that we have we've chosen to take on and care for, and like there's the people who give up their pets, like it's like you have to have like a really fucking good reason, but like that is just life, and the joy of life is in that, in the day-to-day, like almost like mundaneness in a way, and like giving yourself to like your absolute closest ones and your loved ones as much as you can. Like, I don't know, there's like a there's a band called Law Dispute, and the writer, I don't know his full name, it's like Jordan something, but he really has a true grasp of what I'm trying to talk about. And like it just is like finding joy and finding like the realization of like the day-to-day, even if we were like super rich or whatever, or even if we were super poor or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like that kind of shit is what life looks like. Like, it's not gonna get any better, and it's not gonna get any worse. Like, it can't. There's a spectrum there, but like essentially that's life. That's like it, right? And I don't know, sometimes it's really hard for me to like like my victim brain comes in sometimes. It's like, man, this fucking sucks. But then other times it's like, it's the opposite brain. I don't know what to call it. The Sherlock brain. I don't know what to call it. But it like kicks in and is like, no, dude, this is fine. This is good. My wife has a quote that she's been saying, which is, I guess I should build it up first. I'll just say it. It's, we must find joy. No, hang on. God damn it. It's something about Sisyphus. So Sisyphus is one of the Greek tragedies or Greek like stories, and he gets punished for doing something. I can't really remember, but his punishment is pushing up a rock to the top of a mountain only to watch it fall down to the other side or something like that, and he has to push the rock up again for all eternity. He pushes it up, gets to the top, and then it falls off, and then he has to do it again and again and again. And the quote she says is something like, we must find joy in the way that Sisyphus, I'm fucking it up, but in the way that Sisyphus finds joy in his story. Fuck, I fucked it up so bad. She's gonna hate me. I don't think she's ever gonna see this, but I'm fucking it up. But my point is, like doing the dishes every day, like, that's life. Like taking the trash out, that's life. Like walking your dogs, that's life. Raising your kid and being there for your kid, that's life. And even when you're sick, even when you have the fucking marathon you're training for, even when you're trying to learn a language, even when you're trying to do all this other stuff, like that's it, you know. It's honestly, it's beautiful. It's a tough thing. It's a really tough thing, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a tough thing to like dissect, but it truly is a beautiful thing. I'm gonna listen to some Law Dispute later tonight. Yeah, there's like Rooms of the House, that album. There's a couple songs in there that I'm thinking about. Yeah, just some good stuff. But I'm gonna call it a night. I want to keep talking. I want to just keep rambling, but I need rest. So I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah, thank you guys if you're hanging out, or if you are seeing this in the future or anything like that. Thanks for hopping in. Like I said, this is day 6, so tomorrow will be a week, and yeah, we'll just kind of see where this takes us, I guess. So much love to you all. Namaste. See you guys. Be safe. Be beautiful. Love y'all.